Alright, welcome back guys to our review of Monday Night Raw for June 25th, 2012. And I thought this was kind of an average show at best, really.
Yeah, that's being pretty nice, I guess.
Yeah, it
was kind of crappy.
Oh, man.
Minus the one really bright moment for me anyways.
Yeah. There was some cool stuff on here, but yeah, there was just some batshit crazy stuff also. Just ridiculous.
Schizophrenic style.
A lot of AJ on here too.
Yeah.
It actually starts off with AJ talking to herself. She acts like she's talking to Daniel Bryan and Kane and Punk, but she's just talking to herself in a mirror. Vicky Guerrero's the general manager, and she says that the 1000th episode they're going to pick the permanent GM. I'm hoping we get some more cool general managers building up to that episode.
Yeah.
Like, I'm expecting Steve Austin and
that'd be cool.
Yeah, just some like other names, legends for this Heath Slater stuff I guess they're doing. So
it's kind of a funny angle with the Heath Slater and the legends. It's actually not as bad as it could be.
He's just so goofy, man.
He is.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So she makes the first match, Daniel Bryan versus Kane versus Punk, in a triple threat elimination. Probably the best match on this show. AJ's watching backstage, then she comes out, she skips around the ring, allowing Punk to eliminate Kane with the GTS. Daniel Bryan immediately gets in, kicks Punk in the head, and pins him.
I was really happy about that, honestly.
Yeah. I guess
Go be Bryan.
They announced that it's going to be Punk versus Bryan for Money in the Bank, and I'm glad he finally got a win. I mean, he lost it No Way Out.
Oh, yeah.
The SmackDown match, I think he lost.
Yeah, man, anything you can get, definitely take it right now.
Yeah, so they're going to continue that. Then we get Del Rio giving Vicky flowers backstage. Dolph shows up with a ponytail straight out of the 80s. What's that show? Respect. Miami Vice?
Yeah.
Like with that pink shirt, he looks like Miami Vice.
I can see that. And he like shatters the vase, I guess.
He's like, oh, are these for me?
You got like the zigs.
Yeah, that was cool, and she makes it a contract on a pole match for the #1 contender on SmackDown later, Ziggler versus Del Rio. Not a fan-ass
match, man. That was so ridiculous.
So then we have Brodus Clay versus Big Show. Brodus tries to pick him up, but his knee gives out because it's been injured.
Just plops backwards.
Yeah, so Show falls on him and beats him.
Yeah, man.
I guess that's Brodus' first loss. I'm not positive.
Yeah, I mean, they technically were supposed to have a match 2 weeks ago, I guess, but it never really got a chance to get started because he just got crushed to begin with. So yeah, I think it's first legitimate loss so far.
And I'm glad. I mean, it's really, there's no reason to have Brodus be like some undefeated superstar.
Balaba. Whatever.
And
gets on my nerves, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't stand him anymore. But during the commercial, Big Show apparently knocked him out. So
yeah, he just like came out of nowhere. You see a little.
Yeah, you just see like a fist come from the side of the screen.
That was actually kind of funny.
Yeah. They show another Raw moment. It's The Price is Right. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah. Bob Barker represent.
They announced Lesnar answering Triple H's challenge next week. Backstage, Kane says that he's not boyfriend material, but even he finds AJ mentally unstable.
And he makes a living eviscerating people. I thought that was a funny little shoot right there, honestly. Just Kane's reaction to her.
That was good.
Yeah.
He says he wants to go their separate ways. AJ starts crying, then she starts laughing.
A maniacal laugh.
Yeah. Oh, God. Then this match, Jack Swagger versus Santino for the U.S. title.
It's just, I feel bad. I just feel awkward, like, for Swagger at this point. Every match that he has, it's...
Oh, my God.
It's just gotten sad.
Yeah.
For a while, I mean, when he had Ziggler with him, he sort of had something going on, but now it's, like, just him. It's just... I think it's going to go straight down here from here.
Yeah, I mean...
Spiral.
It's hard to come back from this because I actually thought at the beginning of the match Swagger has a chance here. He could win this.
Well, like, he didn't really get, like, a formal intro or anything. That's the thing I realized. Like, it was going to be probably... not going in his favor, and he looked really bad running from Santino at one point.
Yeah,
like he cowered into the ropes, like
he ran from the Cobra
style. Yeah,
but Santino wins clean here with the Cobra on Jack Swagger. Why they insist
burials?
Yeah, I mean, why they insist on keeping that belt on him is I have no idea, but yeah, that sucked. Then we get Cena backstage, finds a free to a good home box of People Power shirts. Zack Ryder makes an appearance, throws one away.
Little fist.
Yeah. Then Cena comes out, starts talking about Star Wars. I got to give him credit. It had to be hard to remember.
That was, man. That was a lot of information.
Yeah.
And really no slips hardly.
So I have to give him credit for that promo. The show, Chris Jericho come out. He says, hurry up and give your announcement. Get out of my ring. They show a clip of Fozzy performing.
Man, I was rocking out with that. Like, I just want to bang my head when I see some Fozzy.
Man, seeing that clip and just listening to Jericho sing and act on stage reminds me of a kid in their basement, like singing along to like metal records or something. That's what I get the vibe from Fozzy.
And he had a very like early '90s grunge like plaid vest on, very like Pearl Jam-esque. It's pretty rock and roll right there.
Cena says his announcement is he's going to put himself in the Money in the Bank so that he can stop the Big Show. Jericho says he invented Money in the Bank, puts himself in the match. So Vicky comes out, says that the WWE Money in the Bank is going to be Kane, Big Show, Jericho, and Cena, all former WWE champions, and makes the main event Cena versus Jericho for tonight. That is a really lackluster Money in the Bank.
Yeah, it just, I don't know, man. That just does not excite me at all.
Hell no. That is a horrible idea. Do they think this is going to sell pay-per-views? Dude. That's a horrible idea.
Like I said, they've had like writer's block since like 2004, I think.
This was just really bad here, but it picks up because Heath Slater comes out. He says that he's a top superstar in Raw and he rules the world.
He looks just like a big carrot. Cause like he's so, I guess it's like cheesy like spray on tan.
Oh my god!
Just like that, and the combination with like his gingerness is just like a big walking carrot to me.
He does look like a carrot. But yeah, so Sycho Sid returns.
Yes, dude.
And he.
Oh my god! Like that's probably pound for pound my favorite wrestler of all time. I think. I mean, I've got a few.
Oh god!
Like, dude, he was so epic back in the day.
Yes,
like,
he was.
Legitimately scared me as a little kid when I used to see him. Like
he was.
And man, he's looking rough these days.
Keyword back in the day.
But even the King says like, yeah, his time's like caught up with him or whatever.
My God.
Yeah, so it looks like he rolled out of the gutter. But I mean, just that theme song for me and just the crazy look in his eyes.
Yeah,
it was cool to see.
It was definitely a cool moment. What was funny is I had talked to someone else about Vader coming back, and they said something about. What about Sycho Sid?
Yeah.
And I was like, that would be awesome. I would love to see Sid. And when Lillian is announcing the legend and she says a 2-time world champion, I'm thinking Sid. I said that. I was like, it's going to be Sycho Sid.
It's eerie how accurate that was.
Yeah, and I was just throwing it out there, I guess, kind of hoping. And when he said rules the world.
Yeah, no, that was like definitely, you knew it was going down right there.
Yeah, and then Sid came out and I was like, enthusiasm went straight down.
Man, for a split second I just lost my mind though. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, the Titantron looked cool.
Yeah,
but Sid himself, man.
I don't know what he's been doing lately. If it's just like the Arkansas lifestyle or just too much whatever.
Oh god.
But man, I guess Father Tom just catches up to your ass after a while.
Yeah, he's seen better days for sure.
But yeah, I like the classic cover though, like both hands and just like staring off in the camera.
That was
a crazy look in his eyes. So.
And he hit a pretty sweet power bomb. So
yeah, didn't have quite the pizzazz as like 1993, but it was good to see.
Yeah, it was cool to see him. Then Michael Cole and Lawler announced something about WWE.com as a social media ambassador if you go to the website. So I checked it out. It's Charlie Sheen if anybody gives a damn.
Tiger Blood.
Yeah. Then we get Del Rio versus Ziggler on a pole match. This was
a really bad match, man.
This was so stupid.
And like at one point when they were tossing the little clipboard around with one another, like Del Rio actually slides it off. It just looked really horrible.
It's like a clipboard, man, and this thing is like a
they're just like,
or something. I mean, it was impossible for them to get a grip.
God.
And then Sheamus comes out, and the whole thing was pointless anyway. He says Vicky made it a triple threat for the title on SmackDown. So all of this was just a time waster, and just a bad match. And on a pole instantly makes me think of the dying days of WCW where everything was on a pole, and it's just never a good idea.
Oh, man. All else fails, put it on a pole.
Exactly. So then we see Punk backstage. He tells AJ He has to have a serious talk with her. I don't know if Punk was taking acting classes. This was
He was
shit.
definitely acting way too hard, like very soap opera-esque.
Yeah, it was so lame. Just the cheesiness that comes off this guy. Like, she puts her hands over him. She's like, guess who's like King Kong Bundy? And then he gives her a look like, and it was just so shitty. I mean, I couldn't believe it. So then they have another Raw moment. It's Mankind and The Rock in the "This Is Your Life" segment. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I wish they would have had the Poontang Pie bit, but obviously they can't.
He told his old coach to like turn his whistle sideways, and he had the rest.
Then we get the Bikini Battle Royal. Vicky Guerrero is in this apparently, and that's an ass state. Build a house upon that ass.
Build your weed upon it. That's an ass trait.
But yeah, Vicky apparently is in the match along with
AJ, everybody, Caitlyn, Tamina with her. I said she needs to duct tape her wang for that match.
Duct tape her wiener to the side of her leg.
Yeah.
So yeah. It was
ridiculous. I mean, there's no real, I guess, legitimate rules to it. Like, you can just go underneath the ropes or, like, the middle rope or whatever's convenient.
All I know is everybody was instantly getting eliminated.
Yeah. Like they just, like, scrambled for the outside.
It was just
But I did notice AJ, great-looking body and nice, you know, everything.
Yeah, AJ looked good here.
Yes.
And she wins and then does a yes chant.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. I'm telling you. I think it's still going to go with D-Bry.
I think so, too. And
I think
really
in this weird, like, whatever the hell they're doing, it's going to end up with D-Bry again.
They're pushing this big time, and Money in the Bank, Bryan versus Punk, I think they're going to get all they can out of this AJ shit.
Oh, yeah.
At Money in the Bank, it's going to be her joining forces with Daniel Bryan.
I hope so.
Next Tuesday is going to be a live SmackDown, the Great American Bash, so hopefully that'll be cool. Oh, there's still more. Then we get Cena versus Jericho. Big Show comes out. Jericho has Cena in the walls of Jericho. Big Show leg drops Cena's head.
What is it called again?
The Colossal
Clutch.
And
Cena's just like turning blue and like just like I just laughed like my ass off at that.
Oh my god, it was just so ridiculous.
That stupid look on his face.
I mean, he's holding his breath and he's like popping those blood vessels. He's like, I gotta make this look good. And they're just, Michael Cole's going crazy. He's like, that's the Colossal Clutch. And Big Show's basically just holding the guy's head.
Yeah.
And Cena's just turning purple and he's unconscious. And oh my god.
That was funny as crap.
Oh man. I mean, the best Cena moments are when he's trying to be serious.
But he's just a big goober.
Yeah, like when Lord Tensai spit that stuff in his face and he's like dumping the water. Like whenever he's doing stuff like that, it's just hilarious. Or when he made that Hulk face when Zack Ryder got killed by Kane. Like that stuff is just...
That's what he does.
Oh, such a bad actor. But yeah.
Good to see the Sycho one back. And overall, I don't know, kind of lackluster, but a few shining moments here and there.
Yeah, I know a lot
Strangely
of people...
entertaining, even though it seems like maybe they weren't trying to be entertaining at some points. It was just, I don't know. I got like more off that than like when they're trying.
Not the best matches, but just out of pure goofiness and being able to watch it and laugh.
It was definitely goofy.
I got some enjoyment. I'm going to say it was average. Yeah. And like you said earlier, I'm being nice saying that. So,
Anyway, Lesnar's supposed to be back next week, so that'll be cool to see what happens.
And yeah, hopefully they'll build to that, and next week will be a good show. But yeah, that's really it for this week's episode. Hope you guys liked the review. Leave your thoughts on this week's episode in the comments below, and thanks for watching.